Four sorts of mortals know me: he who weeps, and the one who yearns to know, and he who toils to help, and he who sits certain of me, enlightened. Of these four, O Prince, highest, nearest, best, that last is the devout soul, wise, intent upon me. Dear above all am I to him, and he is dearest unto me. All four are good and seek me, but mine own, the true of heart, the faithful, stayed on me, taking me as their utmost blessedness. They are not mine, but I, even I myself, and they come to me. Yet hard it is to find the one who says, all is God, all is you, Heavenly Father. Who hateth naught of all which lives, living himself benign, compassionate, from arrogance exempt from love of self, unchangeable by good or ill, patient, contented, firm in faith, mastering himself true to his word, seeking me heart and soul, vowed unto me, that one I love, who troubleth not his kind, is not troubled by them, clear of wrath, living too high for worry, grief, or fear, that one I love, who dwelling quiet-eyed, stainless, serene, well-balanced, unperplexed, working with me, yet from all works detached, that one I love, who fixed in faith on me, dotes upon none, scorns none, grieves not, letting good or evil hap light when it will and when it will depart, that one I love, who unto friend and foe, keeping an equal heart, with equal mind bears shame and glory, with an equal peace, takes heat and cold, pleasure and pain, abides quit of desires, hears praise or calumny, in passionless restraint, unmoved by each, linked by no ties to earth, steadfast in me, that one I love. But most of all I love those happy ones to whom 'tis life to live in single fervid faith and love unseeing, drinking the blessed amrit of my being. Humbleness, truthfulness and harmlessness, patience and honour, reverence for the wise, purity, constancy, control of self, contempt of sense delights, self-sacrifice, perception of the certitude of ill in birth, death, age, disease and suffering and sin, detachment, lightly holding on to home, children and wife, and all that bindeth men, an ever tranquil heart, in fortune's good and fortune's evil, with a will set firm to worship me only, ceasing not, loving all solitudes and shunning noise of foolish crowds, endeavours resolute to reach perception of the utmost soul, and grace to understand what gain it were so to attain. This is true wisdom, Prince, and what is otherwise is ignorance. Fearlessness, singleness of soul, the will always to strive for wisdom, opened hand and governed appetites, and piety and love of lonely study, humbleness, uprightness, heed to injure naught which lives, truthfulness, slowness to wrath, a mind that lightly letteth go what others prize, and equanimity and charity which spieth no man's faults, and tenderness towards all that suffer, a contented heart, fluttered by no desires, a bearing mild, modest and grave, with manhood nobly mixed, with patience, fortitude and purity, an unrevengeful spirit, never given to rate itself too high. Such be the signs, O Prince, of him whose feet are set on that fair path which leads to heavenly birth. Nay, but once more take my last word, my utmost meaning have. Precious thou art to me, right well beloved. Listen, I tell thee for thy comfort this. Give me thy heart, adore me, serve me, cling in faith and love and reverence to me. So shalt thou come to me, I promise true, for thou art sweet to me. And I to you. Thank you, Dad.